Hi everyone, this is Draya with the College Lighthouse, bringing you a video covering mentorships. Now, pursuing higher education as part of a plan to reach ambitious goals is a rough task. Between meeting graduation requirements, getting the grades, and finishing them within the ideal time frame, it's all quite a workload. But one thing that can be difficult even for the best students is figuring out what activities outside of the classroom can really set you up for success in whatever direction you plan to go after you get your degree. One way to gain some guidance in this department is to find a mentor. Essentially, mentors are people who have been somewhere you'd like to go, are doing something you'd like to do, or just successful individuals with experiences that you can draw from in deciding the next steps for your own journey. But getting to them will require some digging. So here are some tips that I've picked up over my time with mentors on how to plan, find, and grow strong mentorships. First, recognizing what you need. Before you even start your mentor search, the first step is to take a second to write down what you're looking for in a mentor by having a plan for the things you want to learn. This plan may change and the items on your list may be switched out as time goes by, but to start, get a foundation laid. Your biggest short and long-term goals will be your guide. The job of a mentor is to provide advice and experiential knowledge that will help you get to where you're going, so it's worth taking a moment to see where the ideal destination may be. Then, you need to consider the steps to reach those goals and where you'll need help. Lay out a rough game plan for yourself in terms of getting to those goals and look at the gaps in your knowledge of how to get there. Those steps you're unsure of can make for really fruitful ideas about the kind of mentor you need. Next, imagine your ideal mentor. Based on the goals you have, the sketch of the plan you've drawn up, and the gaps in your knowledge, write one more list consisting of the attributes you want in a mentor. Do you need someone who is tech savvy and can give you guidance on app development? Do you need a lawyer who can really share some ins and outs of law school? Do you need a marketing expert who can show you how to maneuver your way into a large company? There are lots of different avenues for mentors, but whatever the case may be, write it down so that when you start looking, you'll make sure to hit those major points and the rest will fall into place. Lastly, ponder some final thoughts. In addition to guidance on the next steps, is there anything else that you're looking to find in a mentor? Someone to help you with connections, job search, resume, etc. This is meant to be a personalized experience, so make sure you get at least a skeletal understanding of what you're hoping to get out of a mentorship. After you've planned specific goals and completed this wish list of sorts for a potential mentor, it's time to start looking. Mentor-mentee relationships can come about in many different ways. I've met some of my mentors in really structured settings, and others by simply being proactive. So here are a few of the ways I've found some really amazing mentors. Start with school mentorship programs with alumni. Schools, especially at the university level, have tons of amazing alumni, and it's not uncommon to find schools with a program that links successful alumni to current students. Use these resources and connections if your school offers them. Talking to someone who has made it from the very place you are can be invaluable insight into what could be next for you. I contacted my school's alumni program and ended up being matched with a phenomenal entrepreneur who really gave me perspective on just how many options are out there. Another avenue was internships. Finding an internship in your field of interest can create opportunities to form great mentorships if you share your passions and seek guidance from the knowledgeable people around you. Especially within a company infrastructure, not only does this allow you to form great relationships with industry professionals, but it also offers greater opportunity for connection outside of your current position. And this segues directly into networking. Go to events, speak with fellow students, engage with faculty, get used to sharing your interest and asking others about theirs. Opening the door for connection and overlap between your interests and the expertise of others can sometimes be better than anything planned. And if all else fails, send an email. Take a shot. Unexpected opportunity can come from reaching out and expressing a genuine interest in someone else's work. People are busy, and it is likely that they won't respond, but I speak from repeated personal experience when I say that 10, 20, or even 30 unanswered emails are worth the one that does respond and says yes. So just try. You may be surprised to find out people are willing to help when they have time and are given the opportunity. Now that we've planned our steps and have a hypothetical mentor, let's talk about making the most of it. When you finally find a mentor, it is really in your best interest to discuss the parameters of the relationship with your mentor. Will you meet weekly, monthly, every other month, Will it be on the phone, over video chat, in person? It's really, really good to think about the logistics. Regardless of what you decide on, make sure both of you are on the same page. Always remain polite, but remember it's important to be okay with communicating what you would like to do and sharing your preferences, especially when they ask. It can be intimidating to speak with someone older than you and express the decisions you'd like to see made, but it's necessary to do so when you're trying to create a mentorship arrangement that really aids you in your journey. Being clear about your vision also allows a moment for you to both determine what amount of time you're willing to commit and how in-depth the involvement will be. However, leave room for spontaneity and allow the relationship to develop. Just give yourselves a base of expectations to start with. Now, after laying a baseline, it's always a good idea to make time for introductions. Learning about your mentor is just as important as them learning about you. There will be experiences and expertise that your mentor will have that you had no clue about. This way, you get a more complete understanding of how much they can actually help and share with you. Alternatively, it is important for them to learn about you in this introduction process because they can listen to your interests and think of knowledge to share with you that you wouldn't have thought to ask for. The more telling your introductions are, the more likely you are to connect with your mentor and really spark each other's interests moving forward. As time progresses and you continue to meet with your mentor, be prepared for each session. When you find a mentor, odds are they will ask you what it is that you're looking to get out of the relationship. Essentially, what do you want to know? To better equip yourself with everything you need for a productive session, write a list of things you want to ask during the likely short sessions you will meet. And make this a running list. I keep a small notebook with me, and every time I run into something unfamiliar that I think my mentors can help me with, I write it down, and as a talking point for our next meeting, it helps to keep us on track. This way, your meetings will be packed with fruitful conversation revolving around things you would like to know about. It is much harder to free recall questions when a new mentor is right in front of you, rather than when those questions are actually popping up. So try to make that practice a habit by making a new list for each meeting. You want to be sure that you are getting the most out of your mentor's time as well as your own. One additional tip to get the most out of your mentorship is to find a deep appreciation for honest feedback. This is the only way to get better, refine your ideas, and make your processes more efficient. Allowing someone who has been where you want to go to critique your procedure, your timelines, and your thought processes can save you time, broaden your perspective, and give you insight on common mistakes before you make them. So welcome constructive criticism to your conversations. Now, good mentors will ask questions that make you think and fully consider all of your goals and ideas. Although this may be uncomfortable, it's probably the best thing they can do for you. Conversation that yields growth should make you think. It should make you uncomfortable. Embrace it. Before we end, I'd have just one last point and a caveat. So the point? You can have more than one mentor. After you get one, don't stop looking for more. The more you know, the better. However, the caveat is just as important as the point. Quality is number one. Make sure you get a good vibe from your mentors. Speak with them. Get a sense of how much they expand on the points you make, how interested they are in what you're discussing, seeing if they take notes during your meeting, whether the conversation is simply pleasant. These are great indicators that you're on the road to a strong connection with someone who is interested in being there for you. One awesome mentor is way better than 5 that don't care. Time is precious, so spend it with those who care about making you better, and your mentors are certainly included in this. And that's all I have. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and comment on this video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to hear more from the College Lighthouse. See you next time.